I have to say, Nat, like for my entire life, all I prayed for was happiness. And like, I've never been this happy and I owe it all to you. So
Sam. Amazing. Hi, Sam. Thank you so much for being open to doing a quick little testimonial video for me. It has been such a joy seeing you grow, not just these past couple months, but I've known you for several years now, actually. So it just means lots to me that you're here and open and willing to share on just your experience with working with me. So thank you so, so much.
thank you.
Uh, I would love to start with just if you would like to share, what is it that inspired you to reach out to me, to want to start working with me? I think you reached out last October, so it's
Mhm.
been over 6 months, maybe
Yeah.
over 6 months. So yeah,
Yep.
just a little bit insight on what inspired you to reach out to me.
So I was, and like you said, we've known each other for a very long time, but we never worked with each other like one on one. And so I was going through a divorce with my husband, and simultaneously was feeling a very strong need to change my shift in career. And so it was just a very transitional time. I felt like everything was uprooting. I felt really good about everything coming, but it was very rocky, very scary to step into. And it was just a lot of emotions happening. So I really just felt, and to be totally real, I kind of hit like a dark place. Like I was really like, I suffer with chronic depression. And that was a time where I hit a place that I haven't hit in a long time. And I really wanted some true help. I didn't want like therapy. Like I really wanted mindset. You're more of like the spiritual like guidance, and that's all my jam. So I was really just looking for help moving through this time in a way that was really going to help me expand and grow in different areas of my life.
Amazing. I was so excited when you reached out. I love when clients reach out and they're like, I'm going through so many life changes and I'm feeling like I really need some support and boldly diving in. So I was excited. I know
Yeah.
that for you guys on the other end, you're like, it feels a little crazy, a little scary, but it makes me very excited. And also, honestly, I'm so honored that you reached out to me and that you trusted me to help you in this process and in this transition. It it really means a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you for reaching out and asking for help and knowing that that's what you needed at that season. So, so wonderful. So what are some of the things specifically? I know we've worked through a lot. We've done like inner child work, we've done tapping, we've done so much, but are there any things that really stand out to you as tools or things that we worked on that felt really impactful and the most helpful? Like, what are some of the things that we really focused on that were had the biggest impact for you?
Um, I honestly almost everything. Like I take our calls so seriously. Like I record them, I listen to them again, I take notes. Like I take this so seriously. Like I am on a
Mhm.
real journey of like improvement and like mastering my mind. So I feel like so many parts of what you teach, I really embody. Like the first big breakthrough was the parts work of really talking to different parts of myself and acknowledging, and I'm getting chills as I'm saying this, but like acknowledging that these parts of me were developed at different parts of my life, not just in childhood, but like recent years, like 2, 3 years ago, some of these things were developed, and writing letters to them and carrying them with me throughout the day. I still do that. Like I'll set my intention throughout the day and I'll visualize these different parts of me and I'll take them in my heart. It sounds so weird saying it out loud, but like it's so helpful to like talk to these parts of me and like calm them down, because I'll get into it later when you probably asked, but my mind was kind of going all over the place.
Mhm.
Um Tapping has been really really helpful now. Like that is something that I'm doing all the time. So I think those two in particular have been massively impactful, but everything you teach is so powerful. So
Amazing. Those are probably my two favorites. And I will say inner child work or parts work, some people might call it. other people might also call it shadow work or subconscious work. It's
Mhm.
all really just focusing on the parts of us that are resistant to where we're going.
Yeah.
And when we have times in our lives when we're uprooting or we're just changing what is our current perception of our comfort zone, parts of our subconscious mind will start to flare up or start to be a little just flashing and just get in the way of what we're doing in terms of moving forward and be like, no, no, this is not safe. This is not. And that's when anxiety pops in. That's when we start just not being consistent with our action taking. And so, really diving into that stuff, I love that you loved it and that you've consistently implemented it because I literally just had a call with a client this morning. I'm like, this is like going deep on this stuff is where the foundational long-term shifts happen. Even if it feels like in the beginning it's only little shifts, you're literally starting to reconstruct your foundation so that
Yeah.
moving forward, you're more grounded and you feel a little bit more confident with where you're going. So,
Yeah.
so cool. Wonderful. What were some of the results that you started to experience as a result of doing the parts work, the inner child work, and the tapping and all the other things that we worked on?
I mean, I've seen a lot of results, more results. I mean, because I've been, trying to mend my mind for over a decade now.
Mhm.
And this is the first time, and I was telling you this last week, like, this is the first time in my life, and it like hit me like a ton of bricks one day. I was sitting there and like, I was sitting and I was like so happy. And I was just like, oh my God, I am so in like just happy, like really like beaming and glowing inside. And I was like, I can't remember the last time I was this happy. And I sat there like to think, and I realized that I was actually never this happy in my entire life. Like, and it's such a big deal. It's such a big deal. Like, and I'm so grateful for you. So I would say that is the biggest result. Like, of course, we all have ups and downs. We have hard days or whatever, but I have to say, Nat, like, for my entire life, all I prayed for was happiness. And like, I've never been this happy, and I owe it all to you. So
Sam, I wish I could just give you the biggest hug. You're making me cry. This was not planned in this testimonial video. Oh, Sam, honestly, it's been such an honor to support you. And I'm still excited to work with you. And I know we're having calls every couple weeks, every several weeks. And I know that you're still in the transition
Mhm.
of finding where you want to pursue different changes in life and career, relationships, growth, income, all of that. And you're still in the process of evolving. But the fact that you have happiness at your foundation as you evolve, as you still go through those life's ups and downs, that is something that if I could just gift to everyone in the world, that'd be my biggest wish for everyone. So it just makes me so happy that that's what you've experienced, and I'm just really proud of you because you really do commit to the work with listening to our calls. And then every Sunday, you're like, Nat, I'm going to send you a voice message after I do my homework and let you know how it goes. Like, you are so committed to the work. And I know a lot of people just want to hop on a call and just be like, okay, that's it. And then wait for the next call. But the work and the value and the shifts and the changes really comes with the daily commitment that you're working on as an extension of our calls. And you have so committed to that, and I'm just really proud of you.
Thank you.
So, so
Thank
proud of you. So, are there any other aspects of your life that you feel has been impacted by our work? I know that you're kind of redirecting in terms of career growth, but is there anything else that you feel that you've been able to lean into more happiness or more peace in? Anything else that you feel has been impacted by our work?
Yeah, I mean, everything has been impacted, because I feel like because now I have this foundation of happiness, I have more of a foundation of trust and faith in the unknown. At this point, it's almost like I am, and again, I have my days where it's harder than others, and I'll just, scream at the universe, like, what's going on?
Mhm.
But I've never had this place of like true trust and faith in the unknown and what the unknown brings. And it's a beautiful place, and it's impacted. a lot of my relationship with my ex-husband, now we're great friends. It has impacted how I communicate with new people I come across. It's impacted my relationship with myself, and I think that's the most important thing. Like, my mind when I met you was all over the place, and I really couldn't ground myself. Like, I felt like I couldn't control, and I hate the word control, but I really could not control my mind. And now I'm in a sense where it's like I have such intense self-love and love and respect that it's a great place to be. So I feel like the most important is the relationship that I built with myself, and that how that has been impacted. So
Mm. So great. And from there, anything you pursue, any relationships you have, any type of different growth in finances, career, health, when you are your biggest fan, when you have the best relationship with yourself, it's just so much easier to pursue different things that you want. So that's wonderful.
yeah.
What would you tell someone who is on the fence about working with me or reaching out? Maybe they've been like, ah, I don't know if I should do this. I'm feeling called, but I'm just kind of on the fence. What would you tell someone who's on the fence?
Um, I mean, obviously I would just say you have to do it.
Mhm.
But in a more detailed response, it's like you are so open to being so flexible about how you coach and how you give your support. I think a lot of people, and I've experienced this with my business. I think a lot of people tend to get nervous about reaching out because they think like, oh, I don't have all that money to do all of these sessions and buy all these things. And I feel like that's a big part of a lot of people's thoughts when it comes to one-on-one coaching. Um, but the way you tailor everything to your clients, it's just very customized. It's like really whatever is appropriate and feasible for that person. So I feel like on that front, yeah, you have to at least try it. But the rewards that I've gotten are absolutely life-changing. So it would be very stupid not to try it.
Amazing. Well, I love that's one of my favorite things about running my own business is being able to be accessible to people at different stages. I know some people have different financial circumstances or just different life circumstances or different just community circumstances depending on where they're from and what's kind of going on. And I don't like the idea of like turning people away because they can't afford me. So I'm always so open to figuring something out, just like we've done with you
Yeah.
over time, and to give you that support because I would rather have you have some level of support than absolutely zero support.
Yeah.
Just can't pay for it. So I love that that's what you valued and that has made it so much easier for you to say yes to working with.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I feel like I look at it from like a coach standpoint as well. Like, I know a lot of coaches don't do that. So for me to like see another coach doing that, it's important for other people to know that.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And even if it's not one-on-one coaching and you can't right now even just do a one-on-one call, I have other courses and stuff that are can really get you started. And I know you've dove into some of those courses and you have forever access to all those courses as one-on-one, but you can also, if anyone's listening to this, you don't have to start with one-on-one right away. You can start
Yeah.
with one of my courses as kind of a kickstart to launch you in the direction of eventually being able to do one-on-one.
Mhm.
Oh, amazing. So, did anyone in your life notice a change in you as a result of some of the work that we've been doing? Has anyone kind of like commented or has anyone noticed any difference?
My whole family, like I was always the crazy one of the family. They'd be like, "Oh my God, Sam's a lunatic." Like, I held that title. And
Hmm.
now it is like, now my like everybody is like, "Oh, Sam is so peaceful and she's so calm." Like, it's really weird to see my family saying that about me because they never used to view me as this. And now even my sister, like, I'll talk to her on the phone about certain things, and I just have a very laxy daisy attitude, like whatever's meant to happen will happen, and like serious life things too. And she's like, "What is wrong with you? Why are you treating life like this?" I'm like, "It'll all work out. It's all okay."
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's really funny, but yeah, they all view me now as like this super zen Sam. That's what they call me, and it's like it's really funny.
Wow, what a compliment.
It's really funny.
That's so wonderful. I love that. And you just get to be an energy of peace and trust. And I will say we're all human too. So you do have your human moments. We do have
Yeah,
our moments when we get sad, we get angry. And I will say you have gotten so much better at being able to recognize those moments, not judge those moments, and then shift into how you want to feel instead. Gotten
yeah,
so good at that.
yeah.
So that's wonderful that your family has also been able to see.
Yeah.
So great. Cool. Well,
Thank
anything else that you want to share? Any final thoughts or words or anything else that I maybe didn't mention that you just wanted to share?
I'm not sure. I mean, to not like ramble, I just honestly, I feel like you've been such a value to my life. Like your everything has been so invaluable. Like I've gotten so much out of this. It started out with like me thinking, "Oh, I'll just, do a few sessions with her." And like it's like, "No, I need Nat in my life." Like it's like I have every week it's just I'm growing and really evolving and feeling so good. So I just that's all I could say is just, it's such a beautiful program and, I've gotten so much out of it. So thank you.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Sam, for trusting me. Thank you for committing to the work. And it has been such a gift and such a joy to coach you. And I'm excited to continue to coach you. I really genuinely look forward to all of our calls. I love getting Voxer messages from you. I get so hyped up, and you apologize for rambling on our Voxer voice messages, but then I look and I see, oh my gosh, I talked more than Sam did because I'm on a roll with answering this question. So I look forward to seeing you continue to grow and crush it and just evolve in such a beautiful, aligned way. And I love seeing you connecting more and more with yourself. And I'm very proud of you and keep up the great work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.